Good morning, students. Myself, Sujata Netram Verma from Kulaba Municipal Secondary School welcomes you in state level lecture of geometry. So today's topic is Introduction to Geometry. In previous class, you learned what is trigonometry, how we find the trigonometric ratio, okay, how we apply all the trigonometry ratio. So let's start the introduction part. Today we discuss what is meant by trigonometry, what are the objectives of this, applications, how we apply all the ratios. Okay, so this one is the very important topic in your mathematics. So let's start today's lecture. Now, introduction to trigonometry. So first, what is meant by trigonometry? So trigonometry means the word trigonometry is derived from the Greek word tri. Tri matlab tri means three. Gon means sides and metron means meaning. Means it is a combination of three words. Three sides measurement. So directly we say that trigonometry is the word which is derived from the Greek word tri matlab three, gon means sides and metron means measurement. So in this chapter we learn how to find the three sides or how we measure the three sides of a triangle. In fact, trigonometry is the study of the relationship between the sides and angles of a triangle. So in trigonometry, we learn or we study the relationship between sides and angles of a triangles. So in previous lecture, we discussed all the types of a triangle, how we find the angle, what is meant by right angle, acute angle, all this basic we already discussed in our previous lectures. So here, in short, ट्रे मतलब थ्री, गॉन मतलब साइड्स, मेट्रॉन मतलब मेजर्स. इट्स सिंपल. तीन साइड के मेजरमेंट को हम ट्रिग्नोमेट्री कहते हैं. ओके, सो व्हाट आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स? इसके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है? सो जब व्हेन एट द एंड ऑफ दिस चैप्टर or lesson, you will able to state the trigonometric ratio of an acute angle in a right angle triangle. Students, in right angle triangle, one angle is 90 degree, then the sum of the remaining two angles are always right angle, acute angle. So you can easily find out the trigonometric ratios of the acute angle. Calculate the trigonometry ratio of an acute angle by using Pythagoras theorem. First we discuss what is meant by Pythagoras theorem, then easily you find the trigonometry ratios by using Pythagoras theorem. Establish some identities involving this ratio called trigonometric identities. So after this finishing this today's lecture, you will able to understood these three concept. Okay. Now, trigonometry is said to be the most important mathematical relation ever discovered. So triangles are one of the most important form found in nature, but their mathematics have vital importance, especially where precise distance measurement are needed. Means triangles we learn, okay, nature may we find various types of triangles, but in mathematics, it's have a important role, okay. So what are the applications? Why we learn trigonometric ratio or trigonometric identities in our real life? So in ancient time, it was used for astronomy in finding the distance of the star. In ancient time, when we want to find the distance between the star, then we use this concept, that is the trigonometric ratio. Finding the radius of the earth. To find the radius of the earth, we apply this concept. Finding the height of the hills, building, trees. When you want to find the height of the hills height or building height, tree height, then we apply trigonometric ratio. Navigations means airplane and ships के लिए use होता है, and also defense services, defense में भी इसका use किया जाता है. So that are the applications in our real life. To find the distance of a star, radius of the earth, and to find the height of the building or hills or tree, और इसको navigations and defense में भी use करते हैं. So that are the applications of trigonometry. Okay, so key concept, in today's lecture, we discuss trigonometric ratios, specific angles, okay, trigonometric ratios as complementary angles, identities, angle of elevation क्या है, angle of depression क्या है, so ये discuss करेंगे, okay. So what is the historical background? The history of trigonometry dates back to early age of Egypt and Babylon. Angles were then measured in degree. So history is that. So in early age in Egypt and Babylon, it just don't be confused. So just ये हमारे knowledge के लिए है. So it was then advanced by the Greek astronomer Hipparchus in the 2nd century BC. He compiled a trigonometry table that measure the length of a chord subtending the various angle in a circle of a fixed radius. Okay, so in second Hipparchus एक astronomer थे. So in 2nd century BC, so he compiled the trigonometric table to measure the length of the chord. Okay, so he is known as the father of the trigonometry. So when someone asks who is the father of who is the father of the trigonometry, then Hipparchus, astronomer Hipparchus is known as the father of the trigonometry. Okay, so see this in the slide. Half slice of a bread can be imagined to make a right angle triangle. Okay, right angle triangle. So for this, we know the properties or how right angle triangle is formed, the angles, their hypotenuse side, adjacent side, all these things we know. So we take a bread slice and we take half slice of a bread. So see, it looks like a right angle triangle. So right angle triangle means what? The hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is always the side opposite to the right angle. Means, see in the figure, green means, here is the, just a minute. See, this one is the right angle triangle, means 90 degree. And the side that is opposite to this 90 degree is always called as hypotenuse. Okay, this one is the longest side in right angle triangle. Means the side that is opposite to 90 degrees known as hypotenuse. And there are two sides. See this one. Okay, if this is the angle theta, when we subtend here angle theta, then this side is known as the opposite side. Okay, opposite side this one, and this is the adjacent side. So in right angle triangle, we know three things. When we made some angles here, adjacent side, opposite side, and hypotenuse side. So students, you remember only these three things. Which one is the hypotenuse side? If the angle, suppose here the angle is alpha, then this one is the opposite side. Hypotenuse is common. This one is hypotenuse side, and this side is the adjacent side. Okay. Now, see in the figure, right angle triangle. So here we discuss ABC is a right angle triangle, B is 90 degree, and angle A is theta. In second figure, ABC is a right angle triangle and angle B is 90 degree, but theta is made at vertex C. So hypotenuse is common, that is opposite to B is AC. Same in the second figure, hypotenuse is AC. Then we see this one is the perpendicular height. Yes, this one. When we take theta, then opposite side is called as perpendicular height, and this one is the adjacent side. This is also called as base. In case of second figure, here is the theta. Okay, so this one is the perpendicular height, perpendicular or opposite side, and this one is the adjacent side called as base. Okay, so in this way we find which one is the opposite or perpendicular side and which one is the base. Okay, now next. So what is mean by angle of elevation? Angle of elevation or angle of depression? So it is the angle made by the line of a side with horizontal. Okay, when it is above the horizontal level, that is the case when we raise our head to look at the object. So student, see, This one is the horizontal level. Horizontal level. And we want to find the height above it. Means we raise our head to look at the object. Means हमें अपने मुंडी को ऊपर की तरफ उठाना पड़ता है. So this one is the horizontal, and when we raise our head to look at the object, then that time the angle subtended here is called as the angle of elevation. This one is the line of sight, and this one is the horizontal level. So here we get an angle that is called as the angle of elevation. Okay. Second, angle of depression. So see, sorry. It is an angle formed by the line of a side with a horizontal level when it is below the horizontal level. See, angle of elevation above the horizontal level, and angle of depression is below the horizontal level. So that is the case when we lower our head to look at the object. When we raise our head, then it is called as the angle of elevation, and we lower our head to look at the object, then it is called as the angle of depression. So here two concept is here, angle of elevation and angle of depression. Okay, so remember this thing. Nothing is very, and don't be confused. Angle of elevation and angle of depression. So see, to find the height of a clock tower and the tree. See, here is the tree and here is the tower. So to find this, so we take this right angle triangle. Okay, this one is the tree and this one is the tower height. We find, so we take MNC is a right angle triangle, and PQC we draw. This one is, okay, so we see the object above it, so that means here angle of elevation. Okay, now here C is the common angle for both. N is 90 degree, B is 90 degree, and Q is 90 degree, means each angle is 90 degree. So by some property we say that this angle is also congruent. Okay, so in this way this is similar. Now here we find trigonometric ratios. So there are 6 First we derive 3 ratios and they are reciprocal. 3, that is total equal to 6. So one by one we discuss how we find all trigonometric ratios. So first one is the sine function, or it is also called as ratio sine. Okay, so see in figure, in triangle PQC, see larger one PQC, and triangle ABC MNC. So in relation with angle C, see in this relation, we find that this one is the angle. Okay, this one is the angle. Just a minute. Angle. Okay, here C is the angle. So for this, we find that sine of an acute angle in a right angle triangle is defined as the ratio of side opposite to the angle and the hypotenuse side. So in simple language, we say that sine function is equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse side. Okay, so first you find which one is the opposite side and which one is the hypotenuse. So in first figure, this one is 90 degrees. So MC is the hypotenuse. Same here, AC is the hypotenuse and PC is the hypotenuse. Okay, now if here is the angle C, then its opposite side or a perpendicular side is the MN. For this figure, AB in triangle ABC, C is the angle and AB is the opposite side, that is called as the perpendicular side. Similarly, in third figure PQC, PQ is the opposite side to the angle C. Okay, so in this way we write, for this figure we write sine C is equal to, yes, sine C is equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse. Opposite side means AB upon AC. Okay, so remember this thing, Sine ratio is the sine function is the ratio of opposite side, or that is called as perpendicular side to the hypotenuse. Now second function is cosine function. First you find hypotenuse side, okay, then for angle C, this one is the perpendicular opposite side, so adjacent side is NC, same adjacent side is BC, adjacent side is QC, okay, this one opposite side and this one is adjacent side. So first we see the definitions of cosine function. So cosine function is defined as the ratio of adjacent side to the hypotenuse side. Okay, students, previously we see sine function is the ratio of opposite side to the hypotenuse, and cosine function is the ratio of adjacent side to the hypotenuse. Okay, so here we write, in this figure we write angle C, its hypotenuse side is a PC and opposite side is, adjacent side is QC. So we write cos C is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse side, that is PC. Okay, so in this way easily you find the cosine ratio. Okay, sine ratio is the ratio of opposite side to the hypotenuse and cosine is the ratio of adjacent side to the hypotenuse. Now third one, tangent function, or it is also called as tan. So tan is the ratio, tan function is the ratio of opposite side to the hypotenuse, adjacent side, opposite to the adjacent side. Again you find which one is the hypotenuse, this one is hypotenuse, this one is adjacent, and here we write opposite. Okay, so by the definition of tan, we write tan of C is equal to opposite to the adjacent. So opposite upon adjacent. So here opposite side is PQ and adjacent side is QC. Okay, so in this way we find the three trigonometric ratio, that is sine, cos and tan. Again we revise it. Okay, we see there are here we find three ratios: sine ratio, cosine ratio and tan ratio. Sine function is the ratio of opposite to the hypotenuse, cosine is the ratio of adjacent to the hypotenuse, and tan is the ratio of opposite to the adjacent side. Okay, students, so in this way we see three trigonometric ratio, and then we find its reciprocal. Means reciprocal function means other trigonometric ratios are cosec, sec and cot. Here we see first sine, cos and tan, and their reciprocals are cosec, sec and tan. So cosec is the reciprocal of sine, sec is the reciprocal of cot, sec is the reciprocal of cos, and cot is the reciprocal of tan. Okay, so total 6 ratios are there: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. So the relation between cosec and cosec and sine is, it is a reciprocal of cosec is the reciprocal of sine, sec is the reciprocal of cot, and cos and cot is the reciprocal of tan. So from their definition we write sine is the ratio of opposite to the hypotenuse. So here cosec is equal to opposite कर मतलब reciprocal कर दो, hypotenuse upon opposite side. Okay, साइन का जो फॉर्मूला था उसका रेसिप्रोकल कर दो, यानी साइन में हम क्या लिख रहे थे, साइन इज इक्वल टू अपोजिट अपॉन हाइपोटेनियस. ओके, सो कोसेक हो जाएगा हाइपोटेनियस अपॉन अपोजिट साइड. कॉस इज इक्वल टू एडजेसेंट साइड अपॉन hypotenuse side. Okay, now, so here sec is the reciprocal of cos. So here we write sec is equal to hypotenuse upon adjacent side. Okay, students, means reciprocal kar do sine, then we get cosec. Reciprocal of cos, we get sec. Similarly, reciprocal of tan, we get cot. So for tan, we write tan is equal to opposite side upon adjacent side, right? So cot is the, we can write cot is equal to adjacent side to the ratio of adjacent side to the opposite side. So there are total 6 ratios here. Yes, 6 ratio, sine, cos, tan, and their reciprocal cosec, sec, and cot. Okay, I hope you understood. Now, see here. First one is cosec, cosecant function, or it is also called as cosec ratio. So cosec is the reciprocal of sine. That is the ratio of length of hypotenuse to the length of opposite side. So here we write cosec A is equal to 1 by sine A. Okay. And sine is a ratio of opposite to the hypotenuse. So we take here reciprocal, that is hypotenuse to the opposite side. Okay. Second is the ratio reciprocal of cos. So first we know the definitions of cos. Cos is defined as the ratio of adjacent side to the opposite side. So take its reciprocal. So sec A is equal to 1 by cos A. So here we write hypotenuse to the adjacent side. Okay. And similarly, tan, cot is the reciprocal of tan. That is the ratio of length of adjacent side to the length of opposite side. So first we write cot A is equal to 1 by tan A, and tan is equal to opposite side to the adjacent side. So take its reciprocal, that is adjacent upon opposite side. Okay. So here are the trigonometric ratios of complementary angle. So the relation is that, see, this one is the axis. There are 4 quadrants: first, second, third, and fourth. Okay. So learn one technique: add sugar to coffee. Add sugar to coffee. Okay, students. So you remember only this first quadrant. In first quadrant, all 6 trigonometric ratios are positive. In first quadrant, all 6 trigonometric ratios are positive. Means here we find complementary angle. So complementary means 90 and supplementary means 180. So complementary means, see, this one is right angle ना. So इसके अंदर में 90 से छोटा ही रहेगा. So sine 90 minus theta is always equal to cos, and cos 90 minus theta is always equal to sine. Remember this relation. Sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos, and cos 90 minus theta is equal to sine. So for complementary angle, sine's relation with cos, say tan's relation with cot, and sec and cosec relation. Okay. So tan 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta, and cot 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. Same, we write here sec 90 minus theta is equal to cosec theta, and cosec 90 minus theta is equal to sec theta. So for complementary, you remember one thing: sine relate with cos, tan relate with cot, and sec relate with cosec. Okay. So from this, you write sine 90 minus theta cos, cos 90 minus theta sine, tan 90 minus theta cot, cot 90 minus theta tan, sec 90 minus theta cosec, and cosec 90 minus theta sec. So only remember this thing, 6 trigonometric ratios. So for easy technique, here, this is a pretty easy technique how to learn the trigonometric ratio. So here is the triangle ABC. Okay, see, and B is equal to 90 degrees. A equal to angle theta. Okay, so here we find all the ratios. All the ratios means all 6 ratios: sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec, sec, and cot theta. Okay, So see, first we find which one is the perpendicular side and which one is the base side. So if the angle A equal to theta, so opposite side of theta, that is called as perpendicular side. And adjacent side of theta is always called as base. And 90-degree side opposite is called as hypotenuse. Okay, from this we get, from figure we find perpendicular side, base side and hypotenuse side. Okay, now see, sine, cos, tan. So yeah, remember Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole. Okay, right? Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole means for sine function, Pandit means perpendicular height, Har Har Bole means hypotenuse. Okay, Pandit Har, Badri Har, Prasad Bole. So here we read Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole, right? So from this we find P upon H. P matlab perpendicular height upon H, that is called as sine theta. Badri means base. Base upon hypotenuse is called as cos theta. And Prasad means perpendicular height to the bole, that is base, equal to tan theta. And when we reciprocal it means H by P, that is equal to cosec. Here H by B is equal to sec and B by P is equal to cot. Okay, so remember this technique. First, for when we solve any trigonometric questions, so okay, and then easily find the trigonometric functions. Okay, students. Now here we solve one question. If sine theta is equal to 7 by 25. Okay, we have sine theta is equal to 7 by 25. Find the other trigonometric ratios. Clear? So first we draw one right angle triangle. ABC 90 degree and C, we consider C as theta. We have sine theta is equal to 7 by 25. So means sine theta, that is equal to P by H. P means perpendicular by hypotenuse. So perpendicular height of opposite, that is theta, is AB and height is H and this one is base. Okay, we write here. Now see, first we find, since sine theta is equal to 7 by 25, let us consider the triangle ABC is a right angle triangle in which B is 90 degree and angle ACB is equal to theta. From the given data, we write AB is equal to, yes, this one, AB is equal to 7 and hypotenuse is equal to 25. Okay, student. So from this given question, we have AB is equal to 7 and AC is equal to 25. Here we have to find all these 6 trigonometric ratios. One is given, then we find the remaining 6 ratio. So first we require BC. Okay, first we find the value of BC. Then how we find? We apply here Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem, in right angle triangle, opposites, hypotenuse sides is equal to square of the sum of the square of the remaining 2 sides. So first we find BC. So hypotenuse is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, so we have AC is equal to 25 square, AB is equal to 7 square. Okay, and BC we find here. So take the square of 25. For finding the square, 25 squares. See, it's a simple technique. Square of 5 is 25 and here the number is 2. So next number 2, next number क्या आता है 2 के बाद 3. So 2 into 3, that is equal to 625. In this way you find the square of any number having 5 on its unit place. For example, 35 का square निकालना है. So first you find the square of 5, that is 25. The number next to 3 is 4. So 4 3s are 12. Okay. Again, we take one example. 65. So first write 25 as it is, right? And the number next to 6 is 7. So multiply it, means 7 6 are 40. Okay. So first we find the square of 25, then square of 7. 25 square is 625 and 7 square is 49. Okay. Then we take BC on left side and 625 minus 49. That is equal to 576. So 576 is a perfect square root of 24. So from this we get BC is equal to 24, AC is given and AB is given, that is 7. Okay. So simple. From the given data, we find the base, that is BC. Then easily, if we get all the sides, then easily find all the trigonometric ratio. So one by one. Okay. For this one is the perpendicular height. This one is base, and this is H, and a hypotenuse side. So we remember one technique. Which one? Sine, cos, tan. So Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har, Bole. Okay. So we get formula here. So P upon H we find B upon H. B upon H means for cos function, B upon H is 24 by 25. And for tan function, P upon B, that is 7 by 24. So easily you find. So, but we write it in proper way. See. So here we have sin theta is equal to 7 by 25. Then we find cos theta. So cos theta is equal to BC upon AC. So BC upon AC, BC we find that is 24 and AC is 25. Okay. So we get BC upon AC, that is equal to 24 by 25. Okay. Now we find tan. Tan means P upon B, that is equal to 7 by 24. Then take the reciprocal of all these three, means sine reciprocal. Sine reciprocal is 25 by 7, cos reciprocal 25 by 24, and cot reciprocal 24 by 7. Okay. So in this way, you can find all trigonometric ratio. So remember only this technique. Okay. Again, we revise sine, cos, tan. So reciprocal of sine is cosec, reciprocal of cos is sec, and reciprocal of tan is cot. Okay. Remember this technique. Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har, Bole. Okay. So ये हो जाएगा आपका साइन के लिए, ये हो जाएगा आपका कॉस के लिए, and this one is for tan. Clear? Or reciprocal of this means H by P, H by B, and B by P. Okay. So these are the all trigonometric ratios. Okay, students. Now see in the figure, one more example is here, right? So using the given figure, find all the trigonometric ratios for angle A and B. So I explain A, and for angle A and B is homework for you. Okay. So for first, what we have to find in this question? We find all the trigonometric ratio, that is sine, cos, tan, and then their reciprocal. So first we take A as an acute angle. If we take A as an acute angle, then we find the trigonometric ratios related to A. Means we find sine A, cos A, tan A. Okay. Then we find cosec A, sec A, tan A. And for B, you solve. Okay. For angle B, आपके लिए homework है, आप ये solve करना. So let's start one by one. First we find for angle A, this one is the perpendicular height for angle A. This one is base and this one is H. Okay. So first we find Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har, Bole. Okay. सो दिस इज फॉर, ये किसके लिए हो गया, साइन के लिए, ये कॉस के लिए, ये टैन के लिए. सो फाइंड साइन ए क्या हो जाएगा, साइन ए इज इक्वल टू, यस, P upon B. So P value is 5 feet and B value is 12. Okay. So we get 5 by 12. Sorry. H is 13. So here is 13. Okay. So sin A is equal to 5 by 13. Cos B by H. तो cos के लिए हम निकालेंगे B कितना है हमारे पास 12. Cos A. Write down cos A is equal to 12 by 30. And tan A is equal to P by B, that is 5 by 12. Okay. So in this way, first we find the three function, then take its reciprocal, we get their ratios. That is cosec A is equal to 13 by 5, right? Cosec A is 13 by 5. Sec A is 13 by 12. And tan A is equal to, cot A is equal to 12 by 5. Okay, so in this way you find the all the 6 ratios for acute angle A. Similarly, you can find the acute angle for acute angle B. For B, see for B, this one is perpendicular height, this one is base, and this one is hypotenuse. Okay, so for B, sin B, P by H. So here the value of P is 12. So you get 12 by 30. Clear? Cos B, that means cos B and B by H, 5 by 13. Tan B, 12 by 5. And then take its reciprocal. So students, please take the screenshot of this question and you can solve in your notebook. Okay? Thank you. If you have any doubt related to today's topic, please ask your doubts. Yes, Shivam Pandey. Unmute yourself, beta, and ask your doubts.
हेलो टीचर, गुड मॉर्निंग.
Yes, very good morning.
टीचर, वो जो आपने जीरो के बीच में जो लाइन खींचा है उसको क्या बोलते टीचर? आप बोल रहे थे, ध्यान में नहीं था.
Which line? कौन सा जीरो के नीचे?
जीरो के बीच में टीचर आपने एक लाइन हुए.
कौन सा टॉपिक मतलब हेडिंग कौन सा था?
टीचर वही आप बता रहे थे ना, बद्री प्रसाद.
ओके.
टीचर अगर आप स्क्रीन बताओगे तो मैं बता सकती हूँ टीचर.
ओके, वेट.
यस टीचर, वही 90 डिग्री वाला. इसके बाद, इसके पहले टीचर.
ओके,
ये वाला. ये थोड़ा समझा दो ना.
हाँ, ओके. सी, ये हमारे पास एक्सिस है. ओके, X and Y, right? So this one is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. मैंने बोला था कि in first quadrant all six trigonometric ratios are positive. So एक ट्रिक ऐसे बताई थी, add, this one is A, all, add sugar to coffee. Okay, remember this technique. So add sugar to coffee. So add means all. So all 6 ratios are positive. First quadrant में 6 ratios positive रहेंगे. ये 3 quadrant आपको ये भी नहीं रखना है. Higher studies में आप पढ़ लोगे 3 quadrant, but in your 10th standard you remember only first quadrant means सारे जो values है आपके ratios की वो positive रहेगी. So sin का relation cos के साथ मिलेगा यहाँ पे and cos का relation sin के साथ. Okay. So complementary angle means explain किया था मैंने last lecture में. Complementary means दो angle की sum is always equal to 90 degree and supplementary means two angle sum is equal to 180 degree. So first quadrant है तो first quadrant में angle कितना है 90. So always less than 90 रहेगा. तो sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. Same, we write cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Clear now?
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Pooja. Yes, Shivam.
Teacher, would you explain again in short, please?
Which one? Last question. Yes, Shiva. Hello, Shiva.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, ask your doubt.
Could you please explain me again?
Which part, beta?
Teacher, last one.
Last one, last question. Okay. This one. Shivam, this question.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. See, in this question, you have to find all the trigonometric ratio for angle A and B. Okay. When you consider angle A as an acute angle, then find all the 6 ratios for A, then find all the 6 ratios for B. So if you consider A is the acute angle, then find sine of A, cos A, tan A. Okay. So for A, this one is perpendicular height. ये आपकी perpendicular height और ये आपका base और ये आपका hypotenuse. So apply the formula for sine A, P upon H, right? ये आपको याद हो गया, P upon H, right? So P कितना है 5 और H कितना है 13. So you get 5/13. Clear? समझ में आया शिवम? Now second cos A के लिए for cos A, B upon H. So B value is 12 and H is 13. So you get cos A is equal to 12/13. Similarly, you can find for tan function. So tan is the ratio of opposite to the hypotenuse, that is 5/12. So tan is equal to 5/12. Okay, Shivam? Yes. Pooja?
मिस
Yes, Aarti.
मिस एग्जाम्पल वाला जो आपने समझाए थे ना, वो समझ में आधा नहीं आया। प्लीज मिस एक बार और समझा देंगे?
एक सेकेंड ना, देखिए यहाँ पे एक राइट एंगल दिया है आपको, यू हैव राइट एंगल एंड दिस वन इज ए बी एंड सी. ओके, so B is 90 degree और you have to find all the trigonometric ratios for A angle. ठीक है, so यहाँ दिया आपको 13, here is 12 and here is 5. Okay, ऐसा क्वेश्चन है. So you find sin A निकालना है. तो sin A के लिए ये आपका परपेंडिकुलर हाइट है, ये आपका बेस है और ये आपका हाइपोटेनियस है. इतना क्लियर है आप लोगों का?
यस मिस.
हाँ, तो sin A का फॉर्मूला क्या है? P/H. P/H. So value of P is 5 and value of H is 13. Clear?
यस मिस.
Okay. Similarly, you find for cos A. So cos A के लिए फॉर्मूला क्या है? B/H. So B/H. So B कितना है?
12
और H कितना है?
30.
Then tan A. Tan A के लिए क्या करेंगे? Yes, for tan A, P/B. So value of P is 5 and value of B is 13. Okay, clear?
यस मिस.
इसका रेसिप्रोकल कर दोगे, so you will get cosec, sec and tan. Okay.
Yes, miss. Thank you, miss.
Okay. Yes. Next, Samira Khan, Noor Sheikh. आपको डाउट्स है बेटा तो आप पूछ सकते हो. Ask your doubts.
मैम
Yes, पूजा.
मैम आपने जो स्क्वायर निकालना बताया था तो वो मैं
Yes.
24 का निकाल रही हूँ तो 1616 आ रहा है तो क्या जो यूनिट
हाँ,
प्लेस पे नंबर 5 होगा तो ही ये यूज हो सकता है ट्रिक.
yes, yes, yes. यूनिट्स पे यूनिट प्लेस पे 5 रहेगा देन वी यूज दिस टेक्निक. एंड फॉर 24 28 उसके लिए अलग टेक्निक है. मैं आपको नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में शॉर्ट में बता दूंगी. ओके.
ओके मैम. थैंक यू मैम.
ओके, वेलकम. यस, रोशनी. यस बेटा, आस्क योर डाउट्स. रोशनी, नूर शेख. हेलो मैम. हेलो मैम.
Hello, Sujata ma'am.
यस मैम. यस.
Yes. I think they're not asking any doubts.
यस मैम. नो.
We'll stop here then.
ओके मैम.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
Students,
you,
regarding
ma'am.
the topic, ma'am has explained it very nicely. All the each and every point is being cleared so that your 9th standard syllabus, if you have not understood anything, it is clear to you. And for 10th standard, you are prepared with this topic now. So revise it unless and until maths is such a subject, unless and until you revise it, unless and until you go through it, you won't understand. So revise it and next lecture, if you are having any still doubts, it can be cleared. Okay, stay continued for the next lecture, students. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.